of rises and falls in the other direction. Do you remember what that transformation is?
Is it no.
Okay, so I like it's either a vertical reflection over the X or the Y axis. You can see it's kind of like a flip. Does that all sound familiar from class?
Yes.
Okay. To me, and it actually, you actually can go either way on this. To me, it's a vertical, but some people see it as a horizontal. It actually doesn't matter which which way you go. But the net result here is that you're going to put a negative out in front. All right. So could you give me the H and the K here again, like you did in the other problem?
Um, the H is 3 and the K is 1.
Uh,
Negative 3, negative 3.
yeah. So we go X plus 3 plus 1 like that. Any questions on that?
No.
All right. So for number 22, you did kind of the same thing. You found H and K. Um, now you're supposed to check another point here to determine if it's A. The A is off. We didn't really do that in this problem here, but it does work. Did you guys talk much about that in class? This little almost like a slope thing here.
Yeah, we did a little bit.
Okay. I'll let you know when there's one that's different, but that's something to think about down the road. So let's kind of use that strategy here where we go find one like the quadratic here. And 26 is a good one. It opens up, so there's no change to what you've been doing. Will you give me the equation for this one, or figure out H and K at least?
Yeah, okay. It's a oh wait. X minus 2 squared plus 3.
It's down 3 though.
So minus 3.
Yeah. So like think of this as the vertex. Like what is the vertex? It's 2 comma negative 3, and that's your H and K. And then you want to check that one point there to see if it's up 1, right 1. That will tell you the value of A.
Okay, so just one.
So yep, I agree. So now let's look at what was the next one I saw on your list here. Um, 27, and then we'll do 31. The only difference about this one is that it's reflected over the x-axis. That will put a negative in front of there, and that's from the reflection over the x-axis. Okay, could you try writing the equation for this, please?
Yep. So negative x minus 0 squared plus 6.
Okay. Yeah, so the vertex in this one is 0, 6. That's your H and your K. Inside parentheses here, you should simplify. So it's X minus 0, which is just X. So it becomes X squared, and then the negative comes with it plus 6.
Okay.
So let's have you try 31. Oh, I guess one more thing, right? You're supposed to check one and one, and if it works. There hasn't been one that's different, so maybe they're on the other page. I don't know. Is this the only thing you've got for homework for tonight?
Yeah, the other page I worked on it in class.
Oh, nice. Nice. All right. Yeah, so let's try this one. It's kind of like the last one does open down. See if you can come up with the equation for this.
Okay, negative x plus 4 squared.
I'm sorry, give me that more time. Negative what?
X plus 4 squared.
Okay. Yeah, so you're going left, 4, down 1, right 1. Perfect. Okay. Any questions on quadratics?
No.
All right, so absolute values are a lot like quadratics. So 23, um, really very much like what we've been doing. You've got to identify the vertex at H and K. And so it's going to have the form absolute value X minus H plus K. Maybe there's an A in front, maybe not. You can see here that it's up 1 over 1. So in this problem, at least, the A is 1. But could you identify H and K for us, please?
It's H is 1 and K is 0.
Yeah. So we got 1, 0. So it becomes absolute value X minus 1. Nothing else to uh, nothing else to do there. So let's have you try number 25. 25, it's opening down, so that's going to be like the quadratics that open down. You're going to have to make a little adjustment to that. All right, so H and K are kind of far from the origin this time, but go ahead and give that a try, please.
Negative absolute value of x minus 2 plus 7.
So your H is definitely minus 2 and 7, but how does that affect what goes inside there? Remember, it's minus H. So if H is negative, what does that become inside the absolute value there?
Oh, plus 2.
Yeah. And then plus 7. And then it's down 1, right 1, so you're good. If it wasn't, you would just change the number out here, but so far we haven't had any like that. All right, so the last type of question you've got here is a square root. It's a square root here. So let's look at 24. All right, so this has the form square root x minus h plus k, where this point here is h comma k.
Okay.
So see if you can give that a try. I mean, it's really the same as what we've been doing.
The square root of x plus 7 plus 1.
Good. And then you still check that up 1/1 or down 1/1. That would be the A, what you don't have. Something like that. All right. I guess 28 is next. Yeah, 28 is next. So normally square roots go up and to the right. This one is reflected over the x-axis like we've been doing. And that puts the negative in front. It's still H and K there, as you probably found out in class. So give this a try. Then we'll talk about the more difficult ones coming up, 30 and 32.
Okay. Okay, negative square root of x plus 3 plus 5.
Good. Right. The 30 is got different kind of transformation. We haven't seen this one yet. As I mentioned, the normally it looks like this. And so if you go this way, it's a reflection over the y-axis, which is different now. It ends up being, it affects the x inside here. So it's going to be a negative x this time, basically, when you're going shooting off to the left. I mean, we could spend a lot of time discussing that, but just it's the same thing. Like, you're going left, so it's +1, right? And then plus 2, your HK is -1, comma 2.
Right.
So and that's just a tiny little thing to remember, that it's easy to put that in the wrong spot. 32 is a flip over both the x and the y axis. Let me get that up. Right, like normally it's going this way, and you can see it's like flipped one direction and then the other.
Right.
So give that a try. Let me know what you come up with.
Okay. Negative square root negative x plus 0 plus 5 or minus 0 plus 5.
And a +5 on the outside. So you don't need because you're going up 5.
Okay.
Like this is still 0, comma 5. That's why, k is still 5. You don't need the +0 in there, although it's good to write. Like it's as like when you're first working it out, that's good to write, but then later on you don't.
Right. Okay.
Okay. And all of these were like A with 1, though Not sure what we should do, if we should do somewhere A is not one, or if we should, what would you like to do? We would spend maybe another 10 minutes at least working on stuff, but um, do you think you're gonna get where the A is not one?
Um, I think maybe we've done a couple of those in class, but not a lot.
Okay. Is there anything else you want us to cover today besides this?
Um, Not really. I don't have anything else.
Okay. All right, let me just spend a moment here trying to find some problems for us to work on. And do this differently. I'm gonna graph, I'm gonna make them up, and then
Okay.
I'll zoom in on it and let you. Okay, here we go. All right, so this has got an A that is not one, or it's not negative one either. It's more complicated. Let me know if you have an answer, if you've got some questions.
Okay. I have x, the absolute value of x minus 3 plus 1.
Okay, but this time, notice I know that there's more extra boxes here, but your next point is here. So how does that affect the number here? Plus it's opening down.
It's a negative.
And more than that, it's down two and right one. So what would the slope be?
-2.
Yes. So one of the reasons I like starting with that with absolute values is the slope. The slope is the number in front.
Right.
Okay. Is that clear?
Yes.
All right. So have you try another one?
Okay.
I know yeah, I wonder if I can fix that on. All right, so just to be clear, you know, this is -1. This is -5.
Okay.
See if you can write the equation of this. Oh yeah, I can remove those. Okay. That'll be a lot easier.
Okay. I have 1/3 absolute value x plus 1 minus 5.
Good. All right, let's try another one here. So here is a new function for you to think about. And I adjusted the grid lines, so this should be easier for you to reconcile.
Okay. I have negative square root x minus 3.
It's actually -x plus 3. So the negative in the outside here, that's the flip, but then the one on the inside is over the other. We talked about how like the one on the outside flips it left, and then the one on the inside flips it. Well, sorry. The one on the inside, this is the inside, and then this one is the outside.
Okay.
Very easy to miss those. All right, let's try another one here. All right. This one also has an A. It's changed. It's not your usual A. Hopefully that's, let me zoom in. It's a small amount. All right. Okay.
Okay. Okay, I have 3 parentheses x plus 7 squared minus 2.
What's the vertex here?
-2, -7. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Try that one more time.
X plus 2 squared minus 7.
Okay. Very good. All right. So we can keep going. Um, I can certainly give you more of these. What would you like to do?
Um, I think I'm good on these.
Okay. Is our regular Wednesday at 8 still good for you as a regular time? Or any adjustments to that?